Okay, guys, in the previous video, it probably wasn't the best vibes behind it. We went through a lot as far as losing that load and not being able to get booked that same day for something in that different. Even though we could have, we just kind of denied it due to our own emotional struggles. You know what I'm saying? We were very disappointed we couldn't get that load. And like I said, it was very dangerous too. But if you knew, my name is Intro Mike. Intro is short for entrepreneur. If you get anything out of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. My bad, y'all. And we're gonna get on with the video. This is 5 reasons why you should start a box truck business. So if you're interested to hear more, not really gonna go too deep into the numbers and what you can make. If you're interested in that, check out some of my previous videos, how much you can make with Amazon Relay, how much you can make over the road. It all depends on what you're doing, where you are located, and where you're willing to go to make this money. So if you're willing to do all of that, just stay tuned and enjoy the video. That beat hard, ain't it? Yeah. Intro, Mike. Yeah. Intro, Mike. Yeah. Okay. Nah, seriously. So the number reason why. Man, you get to work for yourself. I don't know if anybody knows, but after the pandemic is when things got shaky at my job. You got lower hours, and I feel like the pandemic opened a lot of people's eyes and knowing how unimportant they really were to their jobs, and how you can be dropped just like that if things aren't going well. Your income that you need to pay your bills, feed your family, instantly go away. You're going to be in a business where you can make good money, and it's a business that's never going away. So we're in the box truck niche. We're going to be expanding soon. The next video is going to be about that, or brokers. So stay tuned for that. But this is a business where trucks ain't going nowhere. Even if they get it to where diesel isn't here no more and the whole EV thing, trucks in general, moving freight from one place to another, it ain't like we can take these tables or these boxes back here, do like that, and they just end up in South Carolina. No, it got to be moved. It got to be set on a pallet. Speaking of pallets, I'm probably making advanced video. I'm sorry. Updated video on pallets. My side hustle video did really well. I'll probably put a card up right so you guys can check that out. But you can make a lot of money, but it has to be put on a pallet, and it has to be, on the back of a truck. 90% of all freight, you know what I'm saying, it's probably coming through a 53-foot tractor, or a box truck, or a reefer, or whatever. It's never going away, because you're not just transporting general freight. You got to transport waste, toxics. You got hazmat, commodities like food. It's never going away. You're going to be getting into a business that you will always have opportunity, even if there's more competition. Now, with more competition, does that mean lowering of the rates? Yes. But that's why you have to get connections with the brokers. Do your job. Don't worry about the competition. Not everybody can afford to get into this game too. So although we pull thousands of views a month, everybody on this platform does. Don't think it's oversaturated just yet. Because trucking is one of because if a million people want to go to the military, it's not going to be oversaturated. They're always hiring, and I think trucking is the same way. Same way a lot of people are trying to get in. A lot of people are probably retiring, or a lot of people are finding out trucking isn't for them. So just stay tuned for a more detailed video on that. But that was the first reason. Okay, this is another one that could be subjective to me, but you get to travel. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to like traveling long miles. Me personally, I don't like loads over 800 miles, or really 700 miles, because that pushes it out for more than a day that you have to do it. You have to get a hotel, stay overnight, yada yada bang. You can't really make too much money, keep on doing the long loads unless they're paying over $2 a mile or around that range. But at the same time, yeah, you get to travel. If you guys like traveling or you done it, me, I was a down South Georgia boy. I never really went outside of the state like that. I've been outside maybe 4 or 5 times. The farthest I've ever been was Ohio when I was a kid that I don't even remember. Other than that, Myrtle Beach, Panama City, for small family vacations. And, I never really been a traveler, but going outside and seeing different parts of the world. As I'm talking, I'm probably going to have just background of the mountains or in the hills or in the country. It's so many different places we've been. We probably traveled through over 30 states already. So it is an experience that I don't think anybody would dislike. It just depends on how much you're doing in a day. Rule number 3 is probably why a lot of people are getting in. If you're looking on this YouTube space, YouTube University, you can make good money with it. Now, there is a very fine distinction between net and gross. You can gross it don't matter how much you gross. I'll be the first to say that. One of my first videos on this channel was 30% net rule. 30% gross rule. So on average, most truckers, when you're starting off with all the overhead costs, you'll probably only net 30, at best 40%. It depends on how you do business, how you build relationships, how you can drop some of your overhead costs. Those are who do the best business, those who make the most money. You know what I'm saying? So more trucks you add, more discounts you get with literally just about everything. We're talking about expanding really soon, maybe the next 2 to 3 months, maybe even longer than that. We got to really learn this business. We got to see if dedicated routes are a thing with box trucks still in the area that we're located. I pray they are. I think we can. But we just got to play our cards right. And we got to do everything right. But yeah, you can make a lot of money in this business. And I ain't gonna lie, I would highly advise people. I know you guys see what me and Casey do, but this business is just more profitable with one person. And that doesn't say that it'll be easier, because I have somebody to talk to when I'm on the road. For the most of the time, he sleep. So you'll probably need to be on the phone if you don't have a partner, because when you're driving, if you're going to drive for 10, 11 hours a day, even with the breaks, it's very taxing on not just your body, but your mind. So, but if you love traveling, if you're used to it, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this is one of the things that I'm learning more so about, and I'm trying to get people to understand. When your overhead costs are so high, if you got lower overhead costs and you don't really want to be traveling, you don't want to do this to make all this money, you don't want to be over the road to make money, you don't necessarily have to do it. You could be an investor. So that's number 4. Trucking as well as like construction company. But when you do that, I'm trying to invest in that. I want to have other people, cut the grass for me and do all that for me. I just want to buy the equipment, front the money, and hire them as workers. But you have to find the work first. You know what I'm saying? When you're out here in trucking, there's really no guarantee you can get that worker paid if you don't know where the work is coming from. So as an investor, you got to know more about the business, do more research. Don't just come on YouTube, listen to a 22-year-old talk about it. I don't have that much experience. I really only known about box trucking for 5 months. I only had the business for a little over 3 months. So I don't have the best experience and knowledge about trucking as a whole. So I would tell you guys to do your own research, look more out there. There are better mentors. We have thought about offering consultation, but it would be pointless. If you want to learn how to start it, that's one thing. If you want to learn how to scale, grow it, make more money off of it, learn how to connect, that's not really our thing. But if you want to start, simply know all the steps it takes to get on the road legally and in a good time span and avoid all the mistakes we did. We do have a course for $150 in the description. And also, if you need work or have a problem thinking you're going to get loads, we do have a dispatcher that if you hit me up in the email, I can refer you to ours for a small fee. So, and there are other channels that offer theirs for free. So check out Lover Engine. He has a video on there where you can get a dispatcher for free as well. I'm gonna just start saying that because we don't say this to say you guys have to come through us and use the dispatcher that we use. if you guys just need a dispatcher, there are plenty of ways to do it. Whether you go through a Facebook group, whether you go through your factoring company, whether you go through, like I said, there are channels out there that have, like, there are dispatchers out there with YouTube channels. Just look them up. Or you got Love Our Engine. If you guys want ours, you know, I feel like they have great credibility. They've kept us moving. Yesterday was one of few times where it wasn't really their fault. It was just unfortunate. The load technically did fit. It's just with their equipment, it was too heavy for our truck. So those are things that, you know, we got to look into in the future, and knowing what kind of dock will it be. Do y'all have an automatic pallet jack? Blah, blah, blah. If you haven't seen the last video, go check it out. It's very important. And the last one is, like I said, it's very subjective. It can change your life. It changed mine. I was working at Kroger for $11 an hour, not making no money. I was part-time in college. Now I have a business mindset. When you start your own business, when you're looking at the numbers at first, they ain't gonna make too much sense. Over time, they will. And now that it is, it's more beautiful looking at it, and it feels better going to work when you know you can profit. But you got to know there's a lot going into it, especially if you're in a partnership too. But you know, you got taxes coming out of your business. You got to save aside for your personal taxes. Make sure you're spending your money well, because, you know, I don't have much overhead costs yet. Been pre-approved for a home loan that I'll probably make a whole nother video about when I get back home. I'm in talks about putting the down payment on a home right now. So yeah, it changed my life. Haven't even made too much income yet, but I've made enough along with my savings to make things happen. So I do think things can happen for y'all too. I'm not selling y'all a dream, but you will have to put in the work. If you're one of those people who just want to stay in 1 to 3 states, this is not a game for you. Now, I will say this, in the future it can be. If you get, you know, you got more of a mature authority for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. You get a dedicated route paying $600-$700 a day. This is a different ball game. Yeah, you can stay within. You can give a driver a 9-to-5 job 5-6 days out the week and pay him $3-4 a month and make your money. But until then, you have to grind. This is your business. Nobody ain't gonna make the money but you. Nobody can really determine your success but you. That's why we're doing what we're doing. It's not the best, it's not the most profitable, but it's getting the things done. You know what I'm saying? And it made ways for us in different ways in connecting our platform, you know, everything. So I just say open y'all mind up to that. That's really all I got for this video. Just trying to really do better on influencing and motivating you guys, as well as giving you guys valid information on what I've learned so far. We're not perfect. We make mistakes all the time. I think that's why our channel does so well, because we're very authentic. We're very honest. We're not going to sell you a dream. We're not here to brag or boast. We're just here to show you the numbers, show you what can be done, show you what we've done, and we hope you guys can do too. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friend who you're thinking about doing this with, and just stay tuned for the next video. But until then, keep trucking, stay safe. If you made it to the end of the video, say nuts. Got him. Got him. Oh. For real though, y'all say that in the comments or just laughing emojis. Y'all know how I do. I really can't keep it serious for too long. But I am gonna stray a little bit away from the entertainment for the next few videos, just because I feel like there's a lot of things that I've learned that need to be brought to y'all's attention too. If you're brand spanking new, because you guys probably already know. If you're like, I'm gonna call y'all an old head, because a lot of y'all already know everything. Y'all know everything. But just stay tuned. Don't say entree. Intro mics. Live radio smooth jam. Peace. Nah, for real. Peace out, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. For real. Peace.